Apologies, chat. I think my entire internet fucked up there for a second. But we're good. We're all fine now. Yeah, my entire internet just fucked up like fully. I don't know what that was. Who's next? Wave 2 complete. Wave 3 incoming. The battle was long and grueling. Even Carter and his henchmen appeared visibly exhausted after the second wave. Big bro, we messed up. We never should have put you through this trouble in the first place. Don't worry yourself about it, kid. You've taken a brother who came all the way from the south and guided him safely through the labyrinth that is H-Carter. I'd say you did more than enough. No one could have said that we'd be fighting sweepers of all things. If we were able to withstand sweepers, enemies that give the middle trouble, practice makes perfect and perfection makes the expert, huh? Guess Hong Lu wasn't too off the mark. We would have been swept away by the horde if we were still new at this. Ishmael had been taking a brief downtime before checking the sharpness of our harpoons, right? We've been through something like this before, fighting against an endless horde of enemies, long battles of attrition. It wasn't new. And that very experience was definitely an edge we had against these enemies. Of course, the raid will handle a third wave this, right? There was no choice but to withstand it. Nothing was certain just yet. We still had a third wave to survive. Carry out your sentence as soon as we survive the third wave. We were basically in the same boat. You got that guy just can't help but have it out for us, huh? Why would I ever? The wave began. And with it, the building suddenly began to shift violently. Hold on, what's going on? The buildings are shifting. What's happening? I remember asking all of you guys to read the damn pamphlet. Buildings inside H-Corp shift every once in a while. I know we're doing like this, but still, I love how they're just being flown away like ants. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem the buildings were in shifting by much, Executive Manager. As soon as Otis finished, an errant building suddenly jutting violently from the ground, rising in an agony burst and struck a Carter square in the chest, seeming flying off from the skyline. Damn you! Mark my words, this is all going in the blood! Carter wasn't the only one who got practically punched by the building. Big bro! The henchmen in the middle, who had formed a defensive square to withstand the waves, were blasting off in all directions. Or maybe they were falling? I wasn't sure anymore. What's happening? The movement of the building significantly reduced the enemy's population in this area, Dante. This is an opportunity. Now that those irritating bastards are off their backs, it is definitely more doable now. I feel the spirit rising among the sinners. Come on, let's do this. We've done this kind of fighting thousands of times. One last toast, toss down. Old. The line must hold. Which means, Dawn, do the thing. Perfect.
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 두드려 패.
공간을 뭉갠다. 제압 완료.
저건 좋은 일격. 저런 실력 있는 해결사가 도시에 많아져야 할 텐데 말이야.
소란이 줄었네요. 헛? 잘 있습니다. 헛? 효율적인.
Well, this seems a little unnecessary now, but that's okay.
완벽한 한방. 시원한걸? 방금 전에는 굉장했다고. 베르게 그 인간도 이건 인정할걸? 전투에 임하겠습니다.
I'm so glad all the supers aren't attacking me at once. That's nice of them.
터졌군요. 여관에 가면 또 한참을 떠드시게. 다리에게 해줄 이야기가 또 늘었군요.
People just hit whatever they need.
이 왕좌의 무기야. 홀로 통치하는 자일지.
Do it again.
균형을 잃은 게 아니야. 세게 후려치려고 기우뚱거린 거지.
괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요.
God damn it! Stop surviving!
아까의 공격으로 인해서 대상에게 많은 피해를
They just don't stop! They just don't stop!
제압 완료. 승객 복원 중. 소란이 줄었네요.
I'm gonna be honest, Lobotomy Corp really undersold how bullshit sweepers are, huh?
씹는 맛이 있는데?
I was like, yeah, they're not that. I mean, yeah, they're spooky, but yeah, you probably take them if you get enough good people. I didn't realize how fucking many sweepers there actually are. Objective survive. Was that the last of them? Current time is 04:24 hours. About 10 minutes until the night of the back streets ends, but we can relax now, given that we've survived the third wave. The buildings are also no longer shifting. Stability has been restored. We did it, Executive Manager. Bloody hell, finally. Sinners all collapsed on the ground from exhaustion. There was a Kazan here. Now it's gone. Despite the fact that we haven't... I'm wondering what the fuck you're on about. Then I remember sweepers aren't fixers. Yeah, no, sweepers are a force of nature. Literally a force of nature in this game. Despite the fact that we haven't moved from here at all, our initial positions, there wasn't even a trace of it having been here. We realized that we'd been relocated on top of a roof. That we'd all just awakened from a dream of sleeping in a building that never even existed. That was one hell of a battle, man. I was done for. This is killing me. I don't know if we could have survived that abscess loon if it wasn't there to draw some away. Guess we've got something to thank him for. Nah, that white fixer is bullshit when you think about it. Oh, right, sweepers. Yeah, the fixers are bad, but at least there's only like 1 or 2 of them. According to this game, there's like 1 million sweepers in every backstreet, and you just have to worry about that every night. So that's all you've got in a head-on battle. Art thou acquainted with those foes, young Ryoshu? AOFC. I've heard of them. The scent of blood, 'twas faint, but cannot be. No. 'Twould be best to not linger over long on this thought. Why not? Dig deeper. Letting inferior inspiration slip through your fingers is the death of creativity. I said I won't linger on it. Don't rush me. Whatever. How uninspiring. Guys, now's not the time to bicker. Ryoshu and Don Quixote's words were indeed unnerving, but we have plenty of time to discuss that when we return to the bus. If we return in one piece. Shiyoha. I'll be frank, that was impressive. I thought for sure you'd have been swept away by now. Shiyoha must have been waiting somewhere nearby to watch us die, but it didn't take long for him to reappear before us. Perhaps they agreed upon a new deal while fending off the wave of sweepers. The Mao branch and Zilu were both approaching us with an intimidating gaunt that contrasts their earlier passivity. Damn it. You have a manager. We've had too many high-risk, high-fatigue battles in succession. You'd offer such disloyal advice, but it would be wise to avoid this battle at all costs. That doesn't seem like an option to me. He looked around. Most of the sinners were either dead, trampled, or chopped into unrecognizable pieces. They were barely holding on at best. I can bring them back. I always do. But when they're completely surrounding us, I don't know if I can bring them back in time to protect me. I might just cut the sinners down as soon as they get back up. Well, this was well within my predictions. I can simply finish off anyone that wasn't swept away. Now, a stage is set for my ascension. For the next 10 minutes, no sweepers, let alone anyone who's coming here. You know why? Because who in their right mind would leave their homes when the night in the back streets is still ongoing? And it looks like that annoying idiot from the middle's been taking care of too. Somehow. You. How much of this was your plan? How much, you ask? The whole thing, of course. All the way back to that construction site that blocked your path. The one who deceived that unscrupulous fool of your company, it was me. The one who put the pitiful Kwang Tao, who doesn't even have a family name, with you, it was me. The one who contracted the Triax office to challenge you for a duel, it was me. And guess who it was who relayed your real-time location to all forces in the district? Yes, it was me. And this trashy lodging without a residential permit? All devised by none other than yours truly, using K-Corp's technology. I see. So good. It was so good, wasn't it? What a perfect strategy. What do you think? Aren't I great? Aren't I so utterly clever? It's exactly what deserves to be the next family hire. A folly to speak those words. An unfamiliar voice echoed from the darkness. There was neither animosity nor hostility, or only utter serenity and nothing else. The speaker approached us, walking in the narrow ray of moonlight that shone between the shifted buildings. In his head was a decapitated head illuminated by pale light. Blood dribbles from his severed neck, and the wide-open eyes remained frozen in its final moments, filled with utter terror. He walks toward us in step, with drip, drip of the blood. It can't be. You? I knew you. I knew Yuha was working for someone. It was him. What do you have on Tao's head? I've brought back the wayward pet to its owner. Wayward pet back to its master, that it may once again be leashed. There is a serpent, my lord. Leave it. Leave it. We don't need shoo it away. What? You alone the horseshoe pack so you may simply get in their way. No more. I see. Was there some change of heart once you held the leash in your hands? That to return to the Shi family side would be to your benefit? No, you knew everything all along? What must I ask is everything to you? Your vision is too limited for my lord's wisdoms to comprehend. The wise fails to peer through the narrow-sighted eyes of fools. But if by everything you refer to how you feigned a bandit from the Shi family to secure my lord's trust, indeed, it could be said that we do know everything. Don't kill me, please. Please don't kill me. I'll share with you my most guarded secrets that the Shi family is. Alright. The twin blades of the east? Yes, the But Shi Yuha could speak no more. For a serpent blade struck from the Umbra and separated his head from his torso with ease. Little Yuha, have I not warned you time and again to guard your tongue against creeping desperation? I believe that we have gathered the intelligence we hope to collect, my lord. You needn't pursue the serpent, Zulu. His voice boomed as he commanded those who appeared to be his officers. The tall, built man took a ponderous step towards his shadow and stood before us. With an enigmatic expression, he wordlessly looked at Yuhan's decapitated head, now lying on the ground, then at us. It was as though he was gazing upon the clouds, blades of grass. I shall take them with me. He picked up Yuha's decapitated head before gesturing at his officer with a nod. Here it is, my lord. Wrap their heads in stasis wraps, and decomposition won't set in any time soon. With those bandages, he began to wrap them in a practiced motion. He does so without paying us any heed, as though we weren't even worth the attention. Return to me once you're finished here. Yes, my lord. Hold on. You can't just show up out of nowhere and... He did not even reply, his eyes gazing, yet reflecting nothing but hollow emptiness. Just as he emerged from the darkness, he vanished in the shadows, carrying 2 decapitated heads.
계획보다 더 일찍 의뢰로만 샜네요. 저와 파우스트의 뛰어난 능력을
Objective,
통해서
survive.
여러분의 노력도 나쁘지 않았어요.
Things weren't looking any better. I can distinctly tell they were different from anyone or anything we'd faced in Hongyan so far. I don't suppose our lord left them alive for us to simply slay them. Perhaps it would be apt to introduce myself, as is common courtesy to do so. Call me Xingong. I'm but a humble servant of my lord, Master Q's teachings. My lord, Master Q? Smallers reminded of the discussion Kwang Tao refused to finish. For when the far wind comes between the birch store shelves, a star falls stray. As for the song, it's a song about becoming popular in the Bastion in recent months. This is not the place to discuss such matters. I'll share the tale more appropriate setting later should we come across it. My name's Dante. I'm the manager. I decided to speak up, struggling through the pressure. Considering we knew that we had to find out as much as we could about the man from earlier. They introduced themselves as Manager Dante. I see. Your candidness is appreciated. Zulu, withdrew the man. It seems that we need not contend with him at the moment. Very well. Seems we have the very same thought about us. Now, it is sufficient proof of our intent to engage in brief discourse. To discuss matters with you to mark a curtly ending this encounter shall be of benefit to us for the prospects of our future. So ask away, as they say. So, then Jia Shihan stepped forward, having retreated from the domineering presence. So what was that suspicious song I heard in the back streets were about? It's about you guys, wasn't it? Are those lyrics true? So that is what you wish to know. Shihan of the family, it is said you possess talent in rhetoric, yet walk a path beclouded by concerning anxiety. Truly, your insignificance precludes your part in greatness. Wait, don't speak for me. I would have been the first to say anything if I thought she was wrong. Yes, my lady. Yuha, you're the one who sent him after us, right? Close, but not exact. He was an ancient of the Shi family, sent to spy on my lord's doings. We bestowed him control of the Hashi pack. We found his conduct shallow, and saw a means of learning more about the Shi family's machinations. It seems that, once granted power, the boy mistook himself for a man with wherewithal to represent the Shi family. So you used him, just as he sought to use us, though he was quite shallow in his strategy compared to our own. So, what now? I don't think you're looking to kill us, right? Now, nothing. Do whatever it is you sought to accomplish here. Like letting 2 of your master's rifles go, just like that? What a strange thing to say. Look around as I might, I failed to see any rivals here. Then, why did you order Yuha to attack us? You said it yourself, we're not even your rivals. The manager inquires why you commanded Yuha to carry out this assault against the Limbus company. They fear that they seek to gain understanding through that fear, yet they remain wanting in a certain prospectivity. My lord has always said that if one learns not from our plight, then no discourse from them shall bear fruit. Instead of giving a straight answer, Xinghong left with only a puzzling comment before she brushed past us. I've given you courtesy enough. This is a good time for us to depart. Now, do stay nicely within your borders, and as you have remained there thus far, I'll greatly despise an odd splashing of ink marring the great painting. With that, Xinghan walked to the shadows cast beneath the forest of buildings. Zilia and the countless Hisho that surround us also disappeared with them. Finally. I looked around just in time to see Otis collapse, while the rest of the singers lay dead or barely clinging to life. And there was Ji Shun, who had collapsed on the floor as well, and Wei, who was tending to her wounds. And me, who somehow survived through all that without getting decapitated. And the night that put us through multiple brushes with death came to an end. The day breaks. Yeah, and that's pretty much everything that happened. Oh, Big Brother Q, I see. Once the day broke, we decided to take a quick walk outside to recover a little from the exhaustion of the night. It was also decided our course of action from here on, and also I had decided if we wanted to travel with Ji Shun, whom we shared our destination. Oh, did you forget how to make a concerned face or something? Are you maintaining that irritating poker face throughout the whole conversation? Or how are you maintaining it throughout the whole conversation? Of course not. Classic Jia family secrecy, huh? I was saying something, and I bet you are too. If you are, you better spit it out now. I don't have time to casually stroll about with my to-be enemy. Shihan, I've always said to see the family hierarchies of note. Fine. Even if you're lying, I don't know that you've prepared anything for your assignment anyway. Changing the subject, Ji Shohan was chatting with Hong Lu, methodically slowed down enough to walk next to me as though she was executing steps of a plan. You lead my brother's faction, don't you? About what I wanted to talk to you about earlier. Guess I do. For now, I guess. Earlier. This is about our conversation back at the Kazan. Brother, translations, please? Of course. Dante is unquestionably our manager. Great. Let me make your proposal then. Become my faction for the duration of the family hierarchy of valuations. Help me out. What? Can we do that? Can we do that? Oh, why not? You guys managed to stall even the sweepers. That means you command a formidable force. Besides, you're headed to the family mansion anyway, aren't you? You just don't know what to do once you get there. And as for competition, well, my brother doesn't care about the whole thing anyway. So why don't you join me? Help me become the family hierarch. It's not like our elder sibling. I'm not like our elder siblings. I always pay my debts, whether that's for favor or a grudge. If you can't trust me, I'm happy to make a written... Can we do that fast? Faust deems Jia Shihan's plan, her explanation of it at least, rather flawless. Having such an ally at the apex of a wing would be a great boon to Limbus Company as well. I guess so. I don't see a reason to refuse your offer. Hong Lu, who'd be listening to our conversation, boiled the discussion down to a clever explanation and related to Jia Shihan. Perfect. It said that the formation of alliances should come with a grand banquet to mark the occasion and to cement the upcoming coalition. The banquet's on me. Once we get close to the central zone, let's find a nice Kazan to discuss our future ventures together. You're Dante, right? Let's make this thing work. Let's. I'm still bewildered by the turn of events, but Ji Shahun reached out for her handshake with such an earnestness, I found myself almost drawn to shake her hand in return. And I think about it, this is the first time we've ever made ourselves an ally that hasn't specifically selected by our company, huh? Well, if that's the case, I really hope that we can at least have one ally who doesn't meet a terrible end. After the banquet, we walked out of the Kazan to find Mephistopheles waiting for us in the middle of the road. Well, man, I never thought I'd thought about it, but now it's standing out there like in the middle of the street. It really stands out, doesn't it? Is this your usual ride? Glad to see you're all safe. Why'd you jinx it, manager? Dante, why? So Day and Pilot walk out from inside the bus. So did you guys take care of the business? I have more pressing things to talk about. Listen well, do you have any idea how much trouble your subordinate's little connection? Yes, Miss Faust already gave me the report. Pilot? Oh boy, yes ma'am. By the way he's awkwardly stepping forward, he probably already got a hell of a talking to from Saudi. Or from Swad. Sod? Real mighty sorry about that, y'all. I've only ever been a part of eradication missions, never in this Asmina's business. Oh, Pilot, what did I say about mixing excuses into an apology? Forget what I said. Mighty real sorry. For real. This Quantel guy approached me in the street, talked me into going along with this plan of his, so I got too cocky, assuming I knew better than my seniors. I'm sorry too. Forgot this guy's still new in the business. Of course you'd be prone to making these mistakes. Looks like we'll both be writing letters to explain our failure together, huh? You're both getting disciplined for this? Disciplinary action is unlikely to be anything of significance. The LCB team came out unscathed, all things considered. However, it's likely they may have to work for half a year without pay. I'd consider a win if all we're getting is docked pay. Next time, I do promise. Next time I'm going to get real good at this job. Maybe I'm someone who can actually provide good assistance to y'all. Of course, Pilot, you really should. In fact, you will have no choice but to become a contributing member of the team when I'm done with you. Let's really get into it, huh? No one's dying or getting fired under my watch as long as I'm their manager. I'll make sure of that. Yeah. Oh, right. Almost forgot to tell you, Sod. It's real important business stuff. Going forward, we're gonna... Oh, yeah. I'm gonna bring that up sooner or later. We just got orders from the LCA. Squad produced a small device from our pockets. We began reading from it. On arrival at the central zone of H-Corp, the LCB will participate in the family hierarchy evaluation with a candidate. We were going to anyway. Oh, this bus team faction is going to be mine. The LCB will present the following center as their chosen candidate. Center OS number 6, Hong Lu. What? What? You can't do that. What the hell? You all of you. I'm gonna make up. You throw up everything you just ate, you assholes. And with that comes a clue to the event. I really like that event. That was fucking good, chat. Also, just now noticed this happening over here. The Horde. I want to see all the little things before we end it off. Now what? That's a good question. So I was going to propose, chat. I was going to do a little smaller stream for like another hour or so. Another hour or two. And I was thinking about doing a little bit more SpongeBob. A little bit more bikini bottoming, if you will. Fucking Ricardo coming out from nowhere. But, I was gonna ask, no, I'll ask off stream, but yeah, I hope everyone had a very good time with this, and we will be right back to play a little bit of SpongeBob for a bit, and then we will, call it for the night. But I hope everyone had a very good time with this event. I really like this event. This was fucking perfect. But, like we said, we will be right back with something. I hope all of you stay, and, stick around, and we'll be right back. Later, mates.